I'm just a guy who loves Disney and has way too much time on his hands. As always, if anybody from Disney is watching, please don't sue me. I'm here to rate, review, and describe all of your favorite things from the magical world of Disney. I'm File91e and welcome to my Disney news and reviews. Hello everyone and welcome to this week's Disney News and Reviews. I'm File91e and we've got a little bit of a cold running here. It's allergy season here in Maryland and it's everything's blooming here, and it's just everything in my head is running out through my nose, so I apologize if I sound a little bit weird. Nothing too much going on with me this week except for it's WrestleMania weekend, and I know I don't like wrestling a whole lot, but I love the big pay-per-views. I love hanging out with my friends and getting into some shenanigans over there. So, that's fun. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this week. So without any further ado, let's get right to the news. The Town Square Exposition Hall will be closing on April 2nd, 2010 to allow for the construction of the new meet and greet experiences that are being displaced from Mickey's Toontown Fair due to the Fantasyland expansion. The existing Storytime experience will move to Epcot, while the Walt Disney Story Theater will close. The shop at the front of the expo hall will remain open during the work. During the very busy upcoming Easter period, April 3rd through the 10th, coupons will be distributed to guests offering a 20% discount before 11:30 a.m. or between 2:30 and 4:30 p.m. at the Columbia Harbor House, Cosmic Rays Starlight Cafe, the Pecos Bill Tall Tale Inn and Cafe, Pinocchio Village House, and the Tomorrowland Terrace Noodle Station. So rewind here. If you're going to be down in Disney World during that time, they will be offering the 20% coupons at those places. Rewind, just to hear the list again. Guests will be able to meet the Easter bunnies in the Tour Guide Gardens by City Hall on Main Street, USA. They are set to appear from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. from March 28th through April 4th, 2010. Check that out. This is pretty cool. Ride Makers opened this week at downtown Disney West Side in the former Virgin Megastore location. This store lets guests build, customize, and trick out their very own radio-controlled vehicles. The store is expected to remain until at least the end of 2010. So depending on how big this is, it could be pretty cool. And finally, the studio catering company Counter Service Restaurant has reopened this week with a new menu. Along with the new menu, the restaurant is now equipped with French fry cooking capabilities. So check that out if you're down there. So I got 2 more reviews for you this week from Downtown Disney, so let's get right on to them. Okay guys, 2 more items to be reviewed today. I got one request over the week to review from Downtown Disney. It's the Planet Hollywood restaurant. It's one of the hardest things to miss when you're down in Downtown Disney with its huge facade, its globe-like facade, and all the different movie memorabilia it has around it. First of all, if you don't know what Planet Hollywood is, it's a restaurant that was started by Arnold Schwarzenegger, Bruce Willis, Demi Moore, and Sylvester Stallone. They were trying to make a restaurant that was, just based on movies and trying to be, extremely popular. And it was popular for a minute there, but it kind of waned out, and Schwarzenegger and all of them kind of just pulled apart from it. The reason why it didn't do too well is because the food was kind of lame, and I guess once you've been there, you really is no need to go again. But that's just from what I heard. I've been to a couple Planet Hollywoods, and I personally wasn't thrilled with it. But this one down in downtown Disney was actually something to behold, just because it was a lot different. It wasn't built into a building. It's a huge globe sphere thing that you have to walk up a giant set of stairs into, and it's pretty neat. Now, what these guys say about Planet Hollywood is they give it 3 stars. Reservations are accepted. It's better to go during the late lunch period. $11 to $27 range. And it has, pasta, fajitas, burgers, salads, pizzas, all, a bunch of American food that just the normal stuff that you would find in any restaurant. And while the facade is really cool, the inside looks really neat as well. There's just different tiers and different things hanging on the walls, different sections of movie memorabilia. It's really neat to check out. Although I do think Hard Rock Cafe does it a little bit better. But as for the food, there's a lot more to be desired there. It's not that good. The burgers are just burgers and the pizza is just pizza. It's nothing, gourmet about it, although they do have gourmet prices. And it's just kind of average, plain, nothing too spectacular. I think that's part of the reason why it didn't do too well. Not many people like it. But it gives you a lot to look at. So while you're eating, you're being distracted from the horrible food that you eat. You're sitting there, oh, this is nice. My steak's a little burnt, but this is nice. Oh, look, there's Jack Nicholson as the Joker. Ugh. Ooh, Batman. That sort of thing. So when you go down there, if you go to Planet Hollywood, expect something, just really to look really nice. But especially if you're a movie memorabilia guy like I am, but the food isn't that good. It's just more of an experience than it is a restaurant experience. So Planet Hollywood, I'm going to give 3 stars. It's average, completely average. And if you want to go down there, to check it out, to see the sights, that's really cool. Take a couple pictures from the outside, and then kind of move on. So Planet Hollywood down at Downtown Disney, 3 stars. Okay, one other thing I want to review today. It's probably the best thing at Downtown Disney. One of the main reasons to go down to Downtown Disney, and that's to see the Cirque du Soleil Nouba show. I love this show. I love Cirque du Soleil, and if you don't know what Cirque du Soleil is, think of Ringling Brothers but more arty. It's a circus for adults and kids. There's just crazy amount, just crazy stuff going on there. I'll get to that later in a minute. Now, when you look on the outside of the show, they have their own little arena there, and it doesn't move. It's just the only show that is performed in that arena is La Nouba. La Nouba isn't performed everywhere else. It's performed right there. It's an exclusive Disney thing, and man, it is unbelievable. The tickets are a little pricey. They can range in the $50 to $100 depending on where you want to sit. But you're guaranteed a good spot anywhere you look, and you're guaranteed one heck of a show. Just it's crazy, I'm telling you. If you've never seen a Cirque du Soleil show before, if they've never come to your town, you're missing out on something. You need to see it when you go down to Disney World. The show has a story, that kind of is set to. It's a very loose story. I really didn't get it when I saw it, but it's very nice, very fun, and I'm just more, when I go to a circus, I'm just like, ooh, look at that, wow, he's spinning on the wheel, wow, look at that, look at the clown, ooh, what's that, because my ADD is kind of rocking. The music's really good. They have a band there that's really nice. It's really cool, and it goes along with what everybody's doing. Yeah, but part of the things they have there, they have high wire action. They have these guys flying around on things. Clowns doing crazy stuff. They got this German wheel thing, which is weird. This person just sitting in a wheel, just doing all kinds of acrobatics in this little wheel thing. It's just crazy. Really have to go down there to see La Nouba. It is a really cool show, and if you've never seen any form of Cirque du Soleil circus, this is definitely a good starting experience, and I promise you're going to want to go see other Cirque du Soleil shows, because they're all different. You're going to want to see all different Cirque du Soleil shows whenever they come to your area. So keep an eye out for them. Cirque du Soleil, unbelievable. Rock on. So Cirque du Soleil La Nouba, I'm giving 5 stars. It's one heck of a night. Granted, it's a little expensive, but you know what? Pair it with with dinner. You can go eat at Planet Hollywood and not be totally amazed. Then go to Cirque du Soleil La Nouba and leave, with your night, feeling really good. So Cirque du Soleil La Nouba, 5 stars from the big guy. Well, I hope you all enjoyed this week's Disney News and Reviews. I'm not sure how many more Downtown Disney stuff I have to do. I know a lot of people want me to do Disney Quest, so I'll do that. But if you want me to do anything else from Downtown Disney, please shoot me an email or a message or post in the comments, whatever. Just because I'm kind of winding this down. So yeah, go to allears.net, touringplans.com, wdwmagic.com for all your latest and greatest Disney news. And if anybody from Disney is watching, please don't sue me. I'm just trying to give people information so that they get psyched and enthralled enough to go down to Downtown Disney or Walt Disney World or even Disneyland. You know, even though I can't go this year because it's tough for financially and stuff. But I'm saving money for it as best I can. Growing up sucks, kids. Stay young. And but yeah, so I will see you all next week for 2 more Downtown Disney reviews, and I hope you all enjoyed this show. I'll see you next week, guys.